Hello everybody, I am Tom and you are watching me play Cyberpunk. Yesterday's episode was a very short episode, but a very heavy episode. We followed the life and eventual death of a man who was evil in his past, but truly repentant of it, I believe. And literally died because of his conviction to try and repent for those sins. So, I cut it off because it seemed a bit, I don't know, tonally off. Whoops. It seemed a bit tonally, out of character to then go do some car racing, which is what we're going to do today. We're going to go to Claire's workshop. And the reason we're going to Claire's workshop is because she called us a fairly long time ago and was like, hey, if you ever want to do some car racing, hit me up at my workshop. Claire, by the way, is the bartender of Afterlife. So she is the, There's another... Cyberpunk! Yeah, there's another bridge, it's fine. Yeah, she is the, bartender at Afterlife, who we met briefly with Jackie, and she seemed very nice and gave, like, sincere condolences, when she'd learned that Jackie had died. So I like her. I haven't had a huge amount of interaction with her, but hopefully that will change now, eh?
Here we go! Come on, baby.
Claire?
Under the rig!
Hey, Claire. Hell of a machine.
You know your shit and you've got good taste. Meet Beast. My pride and joy. Beer in the fridge if you want any.
Thanks. So what's this about?
Need a driver. Thought you might do. Here we go!
A driver, huh? With you as my navigator?
Not exactly. This kind of racing involves drivers and gunners.
So, you a turret guru or a driver's ed dropout?
I'm more an engine tuner. Good at it too. And I shoot, but I'm no rally racer. I trust you're capable behind the wheel?
Not at all.
But this won't be your first time out, will it?
Don't worry. Done my fair share of rounds.
And your last driver? They quit?
In a way, died in a race a year back.
Sorry.
Here we go!
Sure, Claire. I'll be your driver.
I may regret this.
Okay, we got 4 races. First one's in City Center. That'll be followed by the Badlands at Santo, then Watson to finish.
There a carrot we're chasing after?
First place gets a payout. That happens, we split it 50-50. Sound fair?
Got goosebumps already. When do we start?
There's a qualifying ladder. Need to climb it to reach the finals.
How high?
Top 3 in at least 2 rallies gets our ticket stamped.
No justice, no mercy.
Let's meet in City Center. I'll snap you the specifics. Hear the roar of overtuned monsters? That's the place.
See you there.
Interesting. So it's like Death Race, is what I'm getting at here. Also, I hadn't noticed it before when she was behind the counter, but she thick. Alright, anyway, Alright. So, we're supposed to go meet her.
No justice, no mercy. Day's nothing but shit.
You guys just shooting at cars?
Here we go!
Fair enough. I thought there was like a crime going on or something. They're not. They're just shooting at shit. Hey, Regina.
Heard about a massacre at a homeless camp. Send you the info I have so far, but it's pretty thin. You probably already gathered it's a cyber psycho. Oh, and I prefer if he didn't die.
Okay, so I guess we have to wait a day anyway. So what to do for a day? I mean, there's apparently a side job right here. This is a cyber psycho that's pretty damn odd. Could be a net runner. Can't quite rule out a remote attack. Still, what would they be looking for in an Arroyo bum camp? Something's off here. Pop over and check it out.
Who would have thought? Fred Reed and Moore Jones. More. Got a girl. Congrats, Chum. Everyone deserves a little love and happiness. No, not that kind of girl. What kind then? Someone tossed her in the sewer. Looks like a net runner. Probably thought she was dead. Chum, are you trying to get your ass zeroed? What? Leave her alone. This shit never ends well. Nah, man. That's just a superstition. I'm not being superstitious. Anyway, need some meds for her. You grab me something? She needs help. She's barely breathing. Should just take her to a ripper. No, I should do it myself. No idea what... who's after her. Okay? Okay. That's sad. The truth about cyber psychos. I've had enough of the senseless shootings that claim hundreds of innocents every day. I'm sick of the satire on empty, dead-end implant restriction dialogue. I'm tired of ignoring the cyberpsychosis problem. In American society today, there are still a lot of common myths and misconceptions about the so-called technology-related personality disorders. People think they can become infected in sketchy Ripperdoc clinics. Scientists allegedly disagree about the causes of the disease, or even about whether it exists at all. Maybe their tune would change if a cyberpsycho turned their lab into a slaughterhouse. But even then, I doubt it. They're not getting fat paychecks from the cyberware lobby just to openly declare to the public all the nasty possible side effects that come packaged with their products. I'm conducting my own research on cyberpsychosis. With supreme confidence, I can confirm this illness is indeed a byproduct of the modern lifestyle and the obsessive emphasis placed on incorporating modern tech into our lives. Although cybernetic implants can directly affect our brain chemistry, they still serve only as a catalyst for the onset of the disease. This is exactly what my hypothesizing was, by the way. Our world is subject to extensive dehumanization. We surround ourselves with increasingly more automated machines and artificial intelligences. Our loved ones replace their natural given eyes, lips, and face with masks of metal. Some of us begin to lose sight of what is human. We slip into feelings of total alienation and deep-rooted panic. We lose the ability to distinguish between what is real and what is only artificial, digital, synthetic. Such people begin to isolate themselves, losing their empathy for others, and undergo dramatic mood swings that exhibit sadistic tendencies. The most frightening component of all of this, however, is that most will never be diagnosed. Not all cyberpsychos are known war veterans or former mercenaries equipped with Sandevistan reflex technology. Not all will go out in a blaze of gunfire with MaxTac. Many cyberpsychos in our world possess only a single implant, a knee, a liver. They are unseen, unnoticed. They lock themselves up and shut out their friends, colleagues, and loved ones. The world outside of the net and their delusions has disappeared from conscious thought. They are sick and alone, and no one is doing a thing about it. There is no eloquent summary to be made here. Let the value of this manifesto be measured by the fact that I was expelled from the Zeta Tech cybernetics research team for having written it. That seems... it goes pretty much on with, pretty much on with what I was expecting. Is that it's a... whoops. It's a psychological disease that is, amplified by the fact that you're affecting the neurobrain chemistry. With the drugs that you need for cyberware. So it is the fault of the cyberware, but not wholly, if that makes any sense. Archive conversation, Tamara Cosby and Tony Ludick. Hey Tony, can you send me some more stuff, please? Can you send me some more stuff, please? Yesterday I fell asleep in the tub and must have frozen my fingers because I can't feel anything. Scanned all the Valentino's haunts and still can't find him. It's likely vanished into thin air. No digital traces, nothing. There's like a typo there. Not at all. Maybe check out the dollhouse. But it's pretty hard to breach their sub. Maybe just give it a rest. He'll come back once he gets homesick. Maybe he just needs some space. Don't say I didn't warn you about the Valentinos. They're like that. One day they're professing their everlasting love, the next they'll disappear. Sin parola, and all you get's left are some dirty socks. Don't even try and pull that I told you so shit on me. You don't even know him, and you're putting him in a box with everyone else. And FYI, he does his own laundry. Listen, these fingers are as good as dead now. Can you set me on with some organic implants? Interesting. Alright, just relax and get some rest. I'll get what you need. Just promise me you'll get some shut-eye. Interesting. Unfortunate. Let's go to messages. Regina. Zach was a younger runner. Think she must have OD'd, then ducked outside at the last minute. Afraid she'd be left to rot all alone, one of the bums from the camp took her in. When she woke up, her mind was cracked. Guess she thought they kidnapped her, who knows. Maybe there wasn't a thought at all between her ears. Just a droning buzz, but anyway, she's awaiting your mystery treatment. It might be easy to reverse what you went through, but I'm glad you didn't kill her nonetheless. With the right care, she might get back up on her feet. Yeah, that's what I was saying before, is it was really sad, because I was reading the note before from the other one. From the other guy over there. And he's a homeless guy, and he found her, and like, he was trying to care for her. Because like, as far as he was concerned, she's been dumped in the sewer. So he thinks someone's after her, so I can't take her to a Ripperdoc, because they might... Oh, fuck me. I don't want to take her to a Ripperdoc because she might, if people are after her, they're going to find her, you know. So he tried to help her himself, and it resulted in him and all of his friends dying. It's incredibly sad. And, like, there's no one really at fault for that. Which is just, when there's a tragedy like that, and there's no one to blame, it just makes it worse, you know. Anyway. We're still got to wait a bit, so let's go do this thievery contract, I guess. I could just literally wait a day. There is a function if you go into here, you can just skip time. But I'm just gonna wait a day. Because there's other stuff for me to do, so I may as well do it, right? I am gonna do these races. With the driving in this game, I'm not sure it's a good idea. I may actually have to get my controller and make sure I do it properly with my controller. Interesting.
job just came in, V. You're gonna break into the SciTech factory and steal some designs belonging to a certain Rihanna Kumar. Surprise, surprise. Client's Kumar herself. I'm guessing you'll need to wrap your head around this one, so be sure to scan the deeds.
This is what we're looking for. Alright. Retrieve Rihanna Kumar's SciTech research. Rihanna Kumar used to be a top engineer at SciTech, lived in a preem house, ate organic meat, looked down on the poor, all the corpo basics. Then her little fairy tale took a twist. SciTech turned her world upside down. No more house, no more meat, but got new perspective on poverty from the other side of the fence. She's enlisted us to help her get her severance package, break into the SciTech factory and retrieve the data from the projects our poor, mistreated client was working on. You can tell that he's somewhat facetious in here, can't you? With that, she can turn this personal shitstorm into a new dawn for her career. Fuck, missed my calling as a poet. Anyway, most important thing is that she's paying us for the gig. Have fun. Alright, if there's a way in from the roof, it's gonna be a hell of a lot easier. I can tell you that right now for free. I'm really surprised there's no way in from the roof, if I'm being perfectly honest. I didn't see any obvious ways in. That's what's throwing me, by the way. Ordinarily with shit like this, there's like a really obvious way on how to get in. And I mean, it's not like there wasn't an obvious way to get in per se, but there wasn't any obvious, there wasn't any obvious route aside from the main door.
Yes, sir. One more screw. My name is and this is One word from me and you're gone from the system. Probably even look the same. Today wasn't too bad, though. Now back to work.
Right away, sir. Thank you.
My frame rate just tanked for some reason.
Migrants have caught junk fever and set their sights on the city in the search of electronics manufactured around the turn of the century. Undeterred by hazardous conditions and gang violence, these pioneers
Data received. Thanks. Now make yourself scarce. Nearly perfect.
Shoot to kill! Let's go!
I kind of want to die, I'll be honest. It was so close to getting out of here without a problem. I'm just gonna die. Alright, sweet. We're doing better thus far.
Can care for our elderly. Rather than place our infirm elders in an expensive care center on the other side of town, we will soon be able to connect them to the Silver Days system. Silver Days is an advanced feeder unit adapted to the needs of our eldest relatives. The all-inclusive system
Whew, looking good so far. And then we want to jump the fence this side, because it's the easiest place to do so, right? Nice.
You know, it's after gigs like this, I think to myself, shit, am I glad I got V. Keep up the prim work. Closing the gig.
Fantastic. Alright, I have 150,000 credits. So, credits? What are they called? Eddies. So, I think what I actually want to do now is go to a Ripper dock and see what I can upgrade. I'm also interested to see, because I often go to Victor. In fact, I think I've gone to Victor every time. I want to go to another Ripper dock and see whether they have different upgrades. I'm assuming yes, they do. But I think what upgrades the Ripper docks have, I think I read this in like a little, what are they called, tutorial type thing in the loading screen. But I think the Ripper docks get new stuff depending on what your, what's it called, reputation point is. So if you've got higher street cred, they sell you better stuff, I think is weird. Which is interesting. Nevertheless, this Ripper docker is very close, so let's go talk to him, I suppose. Or her, I don't think I know who this Ripper doctor is. I don't think I've ever been here.
Fuck's sake! Really? No, really!
I think I landed on his head.
How may I help you?
Pretty young looking for a Ripper.
That a problem?
Depends. Not if your experience doesn't match your years.
I worked 10 years in an R&D lab at More Technologies. I hope that eases your nerves.
It does.
Mind if I ask why you left? Got a feeling More Tech doesn't skimp out on its engineers.
Sure, the pay was good, but I couldn't sleep. Moore, as you might know, specializes in deep tissue integration, titanium skulls, spine replacements. It's difficult work. It takes time before a new implant becomes viable, its implementation repeatable.
Ah.
Time and lives.
Yeah, sorry, dude. That's unfortunate.
Looking for some new chrome.
Of course. Get comfortable and we'll get to it.
Alright, let's see if he has new shit. No, I have something there. Crit chance by 15%, that's not bad. What have I got currently? X-Disc, which increases my RAM by 1. I don't have enough intelligence for this one. I don't have enough technical ability for this one. However, RAM recovery rate, I may as well equip. And limbic system enhancement. I mean, yeah, extra crit seems good. Why not? That just seems better. Circulatory system. Stamina regen, I already own this. This I can't get because I don't have technical ability. Increase breach time of breach protocol by 100%. Cool. I'll think about it. Activate to instantly restore 60% of max health. So it's a blood pump cyberware. Instantly restore 20% stamina when you defeat an enemy. That's cool, but I've yet to come into a situation where I'm like, ah, shit, I don't have enough stamina, so I don't know how useful that is. Instantly restore 40% health when health drops 15%, cooldown 240 seconds. That sounds pretty good. So let's go that to the 9,000. It's pretty cheap. I already own this, so let's grab that. Stamina regenerate sounds great. And do I care about any of these? Like, I kind of want to buy something just so I fill out the slot, you know what I mean? But I don't think it matters. Like, I never use Breach Protocol. I probably should use it more, but maybe I'd use it more if it was faster, so let's just do that. It's cheap. Immune system. Sounds fantastic. Increased resistances. Nervous system. I currently have Koreznikov and Reflex Tuner. And I own a lot of shit I can put in here. Evasiveness by 6%. What is this currently? Slows time by 60% for 2.5 seconds when your health drops 25%. Sure. Upgraded Reflex Tuner. I have an upgraded Koreznikov. 60% for 1.8 seconds, 70% for 2 seconds. I mean, that's just better. So I'll upgrade my Koreznikov, why the hell not? Increase the duration, Dodges in midair, that sounds awesome. That would be good, but I'm not that interested. I mean, I may as well... Do I get an increased reflex tuner? I'll save the money. I don't necessarily need it. He has nothing for integumentary system. Operating systems, he probably has some more. Z-Tech Berserk Mark IV. Hold E to activate Berserk. Berserk significantly boosts your strength and resilience. Reduces weapon recoil by 10%, increases melee damage by 10%, increases armor and resistance by 10%. Duration 5 seconds, and it's got a 10-second cooldown. While Berserk is active, jumping from a high height initiates a superhero landing, causing you to fall at high speed and land with enough force to create a shockwave that damages nearby enemies. Does that mean you're immune to fall damage? I'm thinking it must, right? Defeating enemies restores 5% max health when Berserk is active. That's cool. Then we have Berserker Mark 1. That's cool. Like, really cool. $16 body for that. I can do a basic one. That's the thing. Fuck it, let's go. We'll try that. He has more skeletal system things. I have bionic lungs, I just own them, which is cool. Increased carrying capacity by 40%. I may as well buy that over the 20%, right? Because that puts me from 272 to 317. Seems worth it. Increased stamina cost of melee attacks by 10%, but increases damage by melee weapons by 7%. Okay. And increased melee damage. I don't really care about that. Hands. Got smart link. Ballistic compressor. That's fine. These are all things that I own. I mean, it's just a better rocket arm, right? Probably not worth 25,000, to be honest, but... And then legs, he has one available as well, which is... Charge jump, which I don't care about. Alright, so I think I upgraded pretty well, to be honest. Spent a lot of money, but, you know, got there. Now the question is, if we go to another Ripper Doctor, specifically I want to look for a Ripper Doctor in the... Like this guy here? If anyone has, let me know in the comments, like a list of like what Ripper Doctors sell what stuff. Feel free to link it in the comments. Because like I don't know the difference between like, because apparently there's like illegal Ripper Doctors, they're like underground ones that'll sell you like illegal mods, which sounds cool, but like I guess this guy here, that there is what's his name? My Ripper Doctor, Victor. Is there one around here? There's one here? The reason I'm looking around here, by the way, is this is like the really rich area. This is where like all the corpo buildings are, so I'm figuring like maybe if we look at this Ripper Doctor, if we go to like the pumping station, let's go have a look. This will probably be the end of the episode. I need to get to like a fast travel point. It's like, I guess let's try getting to that fast travel point. Doc Rider.
Oh, watch it. You'll swallow a fly.
Great. So, as I was saying...
You never got yourself chipped? Kinda like having a dentist with no teeth, isn't it?
I have good rep. You won't hear any complaint about me.
But why? Job would be a lot easier with some zoom-capable Kiroshi optics.
I'm sure it would. Until the day this planet gets hit by a massive solar flare. I'm talking about a geomagnetic storm.
Makes sense, I guess.
That wipes out all live circuit systems, implants included. So why would I get Kiroshi if sooner or later I just go blind?
You're so paranoid. Why are you chipping other people with chrome?
I like the job. Besides, nobody wants to hear the truth anyway.
Fair.
Mind taking a look at my chrome?
Sure. Make yourself comfortable.
Alright, so let's like have a look at sector. I cannot buy any of these. Cool stuff though. Anything here? No. Optics? No. More armor. 10 grand, worth it. Goes from an extra 20 armor to an extra 140 armor. Definitely worth it. He has some stuff for arms.
$100,000 for the upgraded one. Also, I realize that I've got the Berserk thing, right? That's a 10-second cooldown. That's not much. I want to test something. I forgot to test this. But theoretically, I can just survive any drop now. I'm going to save before I try, obviously. But...
And I tell you, no! The Arasakas are no ordinary clan. They're not even human! Vampires, the lot! Their bodies, they never age! But notice their eyes, cold and dead. Their corporation exists only as cover for their wicked means to live, or rather, to remain undead. I tell you now, Saburo is not gone from our world. He rests undisturbed in the family crypt. He feasts on the blood of his servants, awaiting his body's rejuvenation to return once more. Mark my words!
They are working on immortality tech.
That wouldn't be a total shocker. Said on TV, Arasaka's working on immortality tech.
A hollow lie to conceal their inhuman nature. Its source flows not through technology, but through their undead blood. But how could mere mortals become these death-defying abominations, you ask? With the help of techno-necromancers from Alpha Centauri. It was their tainted blood Saburo Arasaka drank to transform himself into this devil spawn.
Gary, you can't spill Arasaka's secrets. They gonna find you.
Let them! The seed has been sown. The truth shall sprout roots and lift us from the invaders' clutches.
Go Carnage.
I recognize you. You come here often. Your eyes tell me that your mind has opened to the truth. Will you provide a humble donation so that I may continue my mission?
You do good work. Use this to wake Night City up.
I'm just
Thank
feeding.
you for your devotion. I saw a disciple of truth in you from the very beginning.
I'm just feeding someone's delusion at this point, but oh well. Right. I'm gonna cut, but when I come back, I'm gonna be at the top of a building. You totally die. You look cool when you're doing it, though, so that's something. The amount of faffing about I did to get up there to test that was ridiculous. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. If you like the video, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And as always, thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time. How do I get down from here?